tell me if you still love me. It's 5 a.m. and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still fuck? One-on-one, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a drug, then I know.
Good morning and welcome back to yet another yearly reset. This is my third time. This is my third time? I think this is my third time doing a New Year's reset on this channel, and I kind of was hesitant to do it just because I feel like even outside of yearly resets, I've done so many monthly resets and other type of reset videos that I'm just like, are they tired of the resets? I don't know, but we're gonna switch it up a little bit in today's video and focus more on how we can level up our lives for 2024. Just sharing different things that I've been doing to level up in the last couple of months or so. I feel like I've seen such drastic changes. First things first, I want to start off by reflecting on 2023 because if I'm being honest, it was yet again not my very best year. As some of you know, I wasn't even on YouTube for the first 6 months of the year. January to June, I was pretty much ghost. About halfway through the year, something happened and it just clicked that like, I was tired of feeling like this. I was tired of slacking. I was tired of not getting my stuff done. I was tired of feeling depressed and like I wasn't making any progress in any area of my life besides going to the gym. That was quite literally the only thing that I did for the first half of the year. But luckily, once I did get back on my P's and Q's, one thing I have done is recapped at the end of every month. So if you've been here before, you've heard me say this at least 3 or 4 times now, but if you're new here, at the end of every month, I basically break down my recap into 3 categories. So I have favorite memories, wins, and challenges. And then writing this recap down always helps me to set my goals for the following month. So I figured it would probably be best for me to do the same thing for my yearly goals. So I'm just gonna look back over these recaps that I wrote for the last few months of the year and see if I notice any patterns, any challenges I have that remain the same over a course of a few months, see if I can find any similarities between my favorite memories and my wins and try to recreate some of those for next year. And then also, of course, take my challenges and pinpoint what things I need to change for the upcoming year. Now that I'm done recapping, I'm going to probably overshare some of my favorite memories, wins, and challenges from 2023. So, of course, my favorite memories involve traveling. I got to visit a lot of new places and see a lot of new things this year. I went to New York at the beginning of the year for my 24th birthday. I went to Houston for a birthday in March, and then I went back to Houston to visit some family in October, and then I went to Cancun for another birthday in October. I went to San Francisco a few times and I went to San Diego to visit some friends. So I got out of the house and out of Sacramento quite a bit this year. So a lot of my favorite memories involve that. I started playing soccer on an adult league. I got 3 new tattoos, all my first 3 tattoos this year. And then I also got to see some of my favorite artists in concert. So I went to see Don Toliver, SZA, and Janae Aiko. As far as my wins go, one of my biggest wins was obviously getting back on track with YouTube. I told you guys I took 6 months off of the internet, not off the internet because I was still on Instagram and like other platforms, but I did not pick up or touch this camera for months. But when I did, I was not playing about it, and I've been very consistent and I've grown my channel so much over the last couple months. I want to say I was in the 9,000s at the end of June, and I've been able to grow up to 15K this year. So considering that the first half of the year I didn't post anything at all, I've made a lot of great progress on my channel this year. Another win is that I stopped getting lash extensions finally. I was literally getting them religiously. Every 2 to 3 weeks I had an appointment to get a fill. I started getting them back in 2021 on Valentine's Day. I just wanted a new look. I wanted to try it out. I just loved how I looked with lashes, but it started getting to the point where I loved it so much that I was almost afraid to see how I would look without them. And so I'm going on 2 months now without any lash extensions, and I'm feeling really good and really confused about why it took me so long to do it, and really confused about why I've spent so much money on lash extensions, but we're not going to talk about that. I've also gotten on track with my master's degree, so I only have 6 classes left until I'm done with that program, whereas beforehand I was completing 1 class every 6 months, which was the literal bare minimum to not get kicked out of my program. So we've made a lot of progress with school, and overall I feel like I've just started to really realize what is important to me, what things really matter, what people really matter, what activities, and just the way that I spend my time. As for these challenges, there's quite a few on the list, I'm not gonna lie. Oh boy. Mainly, my challenges came down to consistency in a lot of different areas. Consistency with my health and fitness, working out. I did good the first half of the year, but the second half, I have not made a whole lot of progress. I've been lifting the same amount of weight since the summertime. I don't remember the last time I tracked how much protein I ate in a day. It's really just, I fell off, but not horribly. Another huge challenge for me has been finding a good work-life balance. I've been super inconsistent with my sleep schedule. I have failed to completely read an entire book start to finish this year, and I've tried like 3 different times and don't know what it is about the reading, but I can't get it down. So maybe I'll have to switch to ebooks or something. I've struggled with money management, and I've also really struggled with love, dating, romantic relationships, types of things have not really worked in my favor and have actually been a joke, but it's fine. So of course, the next thing we're gonna do is set some goals for the new year. I'm not gonna go too in depth here because setting the goals is honestly the easy part. The harder part is actually making sure that you do what you need to do to attain these goals, but we'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. However, if you're having a hard time choosing what goals you wanna set for yourself, try breaking your goals down into categories. So I break mine down into school, fitness, personal goals, and then career/social media. This is gonna sound so cliche, but one of my goals for 2024 is to learn how to start really focusing on the good, because it's so easy to remember like the bad things and the traumatizing experiences. Like when I was doing my reflection, I realized that a lot of the stuff I wrote down is things that I would not have remembered if I didn't write it down, especially when I thought about the fact that I didn't really do any reflection or any recap during the first half of the year, and I genuinely can't remember what my highs were or what my favorite memories were from January through June or July. It's just a blank. Like I remember things very vaguely, like, oh, I traveled or I did this or I did that, but like all the small things just completely get washed away, and it's so easy to remember the things that like traumatized me or the things that made me sad. But I know that the good times always outweigh the bad, but for some reason I just like, my brain does not focus on the good things, and I feel like it's natural for most people to be that way. So I saw this thing on Instagram that's called a wins jar. So you basically just get a jar and you write down on a little piece of paper at the end of every week like a win that you had this week, an accomplishment, your favorite memory, whatever. You put it in the jar, and then you should have 52 wins, 52 good things, 52 reasons to freaking smile at the end of the year. I might even be writing stuff in there multiple times a week because I need the reminders, to be honest with you. But anyways, I'm sitting outside of Hobby Lobby right now. I'm gonna run inside and get a mason jar and like some glass markers or something that I can decorate it with. And then I'm on my way to my friend's house so we can do a little vision board night. So I'm also gonna get some supplies for that.
I could wonder what my life might have been had I chosen to go down the other street. Some days felt like it's happened nothing. There is nothing in my past I'd erase. The good things are enough to keep me strong. So I'll make my peace with whatever becomes. That's how it goes. So you live and you learn to let go. That's how life goes. That's how it goes. So in good and in bad, you let go. I will let go of the dark thoughts that were ruling me. I will let go of my worries. Everything's changed. I will live by the dreams that I've been.
I had such a good time with my girls last night. We ended up staying at Lexi's house until like 4 o'clock in the morning. We were kind of just chilling for a little bit. When we first got there, she put her kids to bed. And then it did take a little longer than we anticipated to get the vision boards done. We made some cookies and like, it was just a good night. But here's my vision board. Here's how it turned out. Super cute. I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of the like hard copies, the physical vision boards, but I just usually do them digitally, so I'll have one like on my phone or on my laptop. But I'm kind of obsessing over this little thing. I think my issue is normally like not being able to find images or not wanting to go out of my way to print everything that I want to put on my vision board. But the little books that we got on Amazon had so many good options. And then Lex does resin art, so she just so happened to have these like $100 bills that look so real. They look so real, but they're not. So I just put a bunch of like motivational quotes about like growth, self-employment, so we can be a full-time content creator. That's the goal for 2024. Creating life of my dreams, staying in the gym. I have a girl on a treadmill because I always skip cardio. I have this big city because I am planning on moving this year. I'm not gonna tell y'all where yet, but I am planning on moving. I have some stuff about school because I want to finish my degree this year. It just was really cute and fun. I think I'm still gonna make a digital version, but I might keep this and like hang it up in my room somewhere. I don't know, I like her. Then I made my little wins jar that I was telling y'all about. So here's how that turned out. I just put 2024 in these little stickers, and then I wrote wins with a metallic pen and went over with like Mod Podge and glitter. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a little pink glitter thing on there. I was gonna write like focus on the good or something like that with a metallic marker on the back, just because I wanted to use my markers, to be honest, but I didn't want to mess it up and then regret like doing too much. So I just took one of the stickers out of our vision board book and put that on the top. The even cuter part is that we did a little gift exchange from Christmas, and Lex actually got me these pink notepad, which is perfect because I wanted to use pink papers to write down like my wins and put them in my jar. So I'm really excited to do that, and I think I'm really gonna do it. It's just not something that you would probably think you would actually do or remember to do, but I think I'm really gonna do it. I also have this little check that I wrote out. I was gonna put this on my vision board, but it just wasn't matching my vibes. It was throwing off the flow or something like that, but I figured it would be so cute and perfect just to like keep this. I don't know if I'm gonna laminate it and like put it somewhere that I can see it all the time, or if I should put it in my little wins jar. but I haven't decided what dollar amount I'm gonna put yet. But I checked on my Google AdSense, and on the pay stubs they put earnings dash YouTube for like what the payment is for. So I put that on this check, paid to the order of me, date 2024, and we're gonna be making a lot of money from YouTube this year, okay? Okay, you heard it here first. Anyway, she also gave me this new planner, which is perfect because that's the next topic of discussion for our leveling up journey, for reinventing ourselves and stepping into the best version of ourselves. One thing that's been helping me tremendously is writing things down and planning it out and not just letting it all jumble up in my head with all these tasks that I need to get done. This planner does have a little section at the beginning of each month that has an overview where I can put my goals for January, my January to-dos, birthdays, important dates, and reminders. So I think that's super cool. And it comes with these cute ass stickers. Like, how freaking cute are these colors? Anyways, let's jump right into planning. Planning is probably one of the most crucial steps when it comes to leveling up and reinventing yourself and really getting your life together. Just writing things down, getting it on paper, out of your brain, and organizing your tasks, for me, made me realize how much time I don't have for the other BS that I was doing, to be quite honest with you, because I realized that I have a lot of things that I want to do and I can't necessarily do every single one of them. So I feel like one of the hardest parts of leveling up and kind of like stepping into yourself a little bit more is realizing that you're gonna have to start saying no to a lot of things that you used to say yes to. So for me, it was going out on the weekends, going to the bars, hanging out with my friends, even going to the gym sometimes. I had to put on the back burner if it meant that I was gonna get something else done. So I'm just gonna show you guys the methods that I've been using to kind of organize my thoughts and get everything into a planner or a calendar for the last couple months. Basically what I do is I like to start off by writing down everything that I need to get done. So I might write my tasks on either a piece of paper or I might just jot it down in my notes on my laptop. And then I take those items or that list of things to do and then like divvy it up throughout the week on my Google Calendar. So for example, this is my Vlogmas content, everything that I was planning on filming in December. I wrote this down at some point during the beginning of the month. And then I take all of these tasks and I go over to my calendar and then put everything in there. So this, honestly, December is a crazy month to use as an example because I had a lot of stuff going on in December, but maybe that's even more reason why I should show you. So everything that is purple is the stuff that I was planning on filming, and then in the blue is my personal category. So I just used that color code for like the days that I wanted to upload my videos. And then if you look at the small dots, these are like the appointments that I had. So I had my sew-in on the 7th, and then I have like work every day. I schedule my gym time in there. And then when you look at it for today, I had work from 9:30 to 6. I'm technically still on the clock right now, but I had work from 9:30 to 6. And then during my lunch break, I stopped and I filmed my iPhone unboxing video. And then when I get off of work tonight, I need to go find a New Year's Eve outfit. And then during the holiday seasons, my job sometimes offers overtime, and tonight is one of those nights that they're offering it. So I'm gonna work overtime this afternoon, but that's pretty much how I break down my tasks and then throw everything onto Google Calendar. So I haven't really set up and planned out my first week of January or my month or anything at all, to be honest. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I think I'm actually gonna take this new planner that I just got and write like my important to-dos and tasks in here for the month of January, and then take all of those to-dos and organize them on my calendar. The other reason I really love using Google Calendar for my planner is because it syncs to your phone. So you don't even have to get the Google Calendar app, but you can literally just sync it to your actual, like just the calendar app that comes on the iPhone. And then when you open up the specific day, it'll show you like what your schedule is. So the same one that's on my Google Calendar, it just pops up right here on my phone, and I see everything that I need to do for today, tomorrow. You get the point. I also tried to make it fun and just like more organized for myself by categorizing the different events that I have. So I always have work, and then appointments and events are their own little category, content has its own category, gym time, personal time, school time, and other tasks all have their own color-coded category. So life can get kind of crazy sometimes, and we can have months that look like this, but imagine if I just had all of this stuff jumbled up in my head of things that I needed to do. Yeah, don't think that would do me any justice at all.
I'll do the most. Would you tell me? Since when are y'all grown up? Since when do you know Mona? Since when do you not come home? I heard you got too much on your shoulders. Your mother just called my phone up. Sounds like your party's over. Heard a lot of things, don't joke with me. I know you're down, I know you're still down. Ring a ding ding, let me know if it's a thing. I stay with a downtown ting, who the real Queen Street king. She says she wanna come to Toronto, she wanna come to the city.
Alright, I just got done with my planning. I honestly didn't go too deep into my plans yet, just because I honestly don't have that many tasks. I feel like I just filled out my content calendar, and then I wrote down my goals for like what I want to get done with school and the gym. But outside of that, January is not looking too busy for me. But I'm done planning and I'm done working. I'm feeling very prepared for the new year, very optimistic, excited, a little bit scared, to be honest, just because like, I don't know, life be lifing and you never know what's going to come your way at any given moment. But I'm hoping for the best next year. I'm hoping that you guys all have an amazing year as well. I need to get out of here so I can go find a New Year's Eve outfit for my sister's party. Today's the 29th, so I literally have tonight and tomorrow to figure out what I'm gonna wear. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Happy New Year, I love you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.